sign for King. In order to set it back by the door, if everybody before they leave just sign their name, she'd really appreciate that.
No way, Lydia. We're not. I've spoken with the class, and they'll sign it each for $1 a piece, $1 autograph a piece. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Paul C. Bear. I'm the president of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering here in Mason City, Iowa, Denver, Colorado. We are here at Clear Lake, Iowa at the Best Western Hotel. Today is Sunday, February the 18th. It's worse than I thought it was right there. Anyway, it's 9 a.m. and it's time for the February 2018 class graduation here at Worldwide College of Auctioneering. Ladies and gentlemen, we started with 38 men and women from across the country in states of Oklahoma, West Virginia, Iowa, Pennsylvania, Missouri, Minnesota again, I wrote it down twice, North Dakota, Kentucky, South Dakota, Kansas, Texas, and Arkansas, Virginia, and Maine. There was a good man from British Columbia, Canada, that came through auctioneer school this week. There was a gentleman from Northern Ireland, west of Belfast, Northern Ireland, from all backgrounds and all things, all places around this country and even other countries. They didn't know each other when they started 8 days ago, and this morning they leave here as friends and supporters of each other, and they've went through a common success, and that is to learn auctioneering. I think the other night that I shared with you that the biggest fear we have in life is death. The second biggest fear we have is public speaking. Right here at this podium on Friday night, I think we all agree that the class did a wonderful job. And it's really interesting to me that with the technology of live streaming, and Tim, thank you for being here for live stream, that people all around the country and even in Europe and other places watched the graduation this morning, watched the public auction or the class auction last Friday night. They did an extremely good job. They've become very, very close to each other. Last night, I had an opportunity to visit with them, and I said, this is an extremely good class. They're really, really a wonderful group of people. And it was very, very, I feel very fortunate to have had interaction with them. You know, they've had 80 hours plus actually with the optional practice in the evening and so on, over 100 hours in 8 days that they had the opportunity to be here in all kinds of disciplines of auctioneering, real estate, automobile, farm and ranch, general auctions, benefit fundraising, auction law, voice and oratory, online auctions, social media, all the things that help them in the success when they leave here to be professional, successful auctioneers. 50% of the auctioneer training here at Worldwide is bid calling in some form or another, the signature of the auctioneer. And for you folks that are live stream, listening in, families and so on from around the country and so on, and the families that are here at graduation and so on, there's we have tongue twisters and number scales, and there's a tongue twister that's particularly endearing to everyone, and it's called Betty Botter. And so I'd like the class to please stand up and let's do 2 final Betty Botters together, if you don't mind. On Betty Botter, bought some butter, but she said this butter's bitter. If I put it in my batter, it'll make my batter bitter. So she bought a bit of better butter, put it in her bitter batter. Her bitter batter better, so does Betty. Betty bought a bit of better butter. 10, 10, 20, 20, 30, 30, 40, 40, 50, 50, 60, 60, 70, 70, 80, 80, 90, 90, 90, 90, 80, 80, 70, 70, 60, 60, 50, 50, 40, 40, 30, 30, 20, 20, 10, 10. And Betty bought some butter, but she said this butter, put it in my batter, it'll make bitter, so she bought a bit of better butter, put it in a bitter batter, made her bitter batter, so the butter, bought a better butter. 10, 10, 20, 30, 30, 40, 40, 50, 50, 60, 60, 70, 70, 80, 80, 90, 90, 90, 80, 80, 70, 70, 60, 60, 50, 50, 40, 40, 30, 30, 20, 20, 10, 10. Please be seated. Thank you, class. Well done. Class, as you well know, we talked about family that are here at the graduation, family that are listening in. You're going to have another family now, and that's a family of auctioneers, whether it's your classmates, whether it's Jay Knopp, Angela Lopez, Vicky Ginder, Don Stoltenberg, myself, their fellow classmates, but you're going to have another family, and that family wishes you well and supports you and is there for you if you need us at any time. You're always welcome to come to Worldwide. Worldwide has a lifetime tuition. That means that you're welcome in our door once you graduate this morning, the ones that do. You're welcome to come back at any time, and I think you see the culture of Worldwide. We're includers, not excluders. We're welcoming. We like you, and we want for your success, and so you're always, always, always welcome here at Worldwide. Also, you're going to receive a pin, and it's a Worldwide College of Auctioneering pin. You can't buy it. You can't talk us out of it. You've earned it. Some of you folks know that I'm a United States Marine, and I earned the title United States Marine, and I will always be a United States Marine till the day I die. You will always be a Worldwide graduate until you don't want to be in one anymore. So they carry you off anyway. But you've earned this pin. It's not a gift. And you folks that know how we operate here, we work hard and we have fun. That's the very first thing. The very first thing I said to the class. We're going to work hard and we're going to have fun. In class, did you work hard? Did you have fun? I hope you did, because life is short, and it's good to work hard, and it's good to have fun also. You know, folks, oh, by the way, do you like my tie? Do you? Vicky gives me a tie every year for Christmas, and I give her a fruitcake. So anyway, and she returns the fruitcake, but I never return the tie. So anyway, as you look at the Hall of Champions and the Hall of Fame over there, I want you to know that we're real proud of those folks, and we're real proud of you. Our goal this week was not to make you a Hall of Fame or a Hall of Champions auctioneer. It was to do the very best that we could so you can go out to your communities, your churches, your schools, and the people back home and do the very best job you can for them. One of the things that we talk a lot about here is that we're in the auction profession and we're in the people business. We also talk about us. It's about the people that we serve and the people that we do business with. Ladies and gentlemen, you're going to have a few emotions this week that I'm sure everybody experienced. And anybody experience fear? I'm looking at a lady with dark hair there sitting down there. We all experience fear to some degree this week. Folks, it's not easy to come to auction school. It's not easy to come up here, and yet the reward is so great. Fear is the unpleasant, strong emotion, anxious, dread, fright, trepidation. We all have a little bit of that in a lot of the things that we do. And I ask people a lot of times if they think they're courageous, and most of the time people say, no, I don't have courage. I'm not courageous. But every one of the classmates demonstrated courage because they overcome that fear. It's the Webster's Dictionary is the ability to conquer fear, and so you did, and certainly I commend you for that. Risk, exposure to possible loss, that you might be taken out of your comfort zone. Was anyone taken out of their comfort zone this week? Even last night, wasn't it? Anyway, and then reward, and that is something given for attainment or achievement. And so this morning you're going to be rewarded with a diploma because you earned it. And I commend you for working hard and doing that. In just a minute, I'm going to ask Vicky to come up. But before I do, I want to give a personal shout out to my son Matthew, who's listening in this morning. Angela says hello. Vicky says hello. Class says hello. Dawn says hello. And your dad loves you very much. And we'll talk this afternoon, and I'll be home tomorrow, I think. I've been gone 13 days. I'm ready to go home, folks. Ladies and gentlemen, the next, the person I'd like to introduce is a lady that without her, Worldwide can't run. Worldwide can run without me. Somebody else can be up here speaking, They can run with different instructors. There's a lot of qualified instructors, although we think we have the very best. And there's one person that Worldwide cannot run without. She's the glue. She's the nucleus that we all have around us, and that's Vice President Vicky Ginder, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hear it. How you doing, partner?
Thank you, Paul. I just want to say what a pleasure it has been to meet each and every one of you and work with all of you. You have just been absolutely awesome. I can't think of a better group of people. I get to work with the greatest group of instructors. My assistant, Dawn, thank you so much, Dawn, for all of your help again this week. She is just second to none in that department. All the instructors, I feel like this industry is a magnet for good people. I really, really do, because it's just, I just feel so blessed every time we have an auction school class going on. I just absolutely love this industry. Such good people. But today I just want to wish you the very, very best. We're very proud of all of your accomplishments this week, and safe travels home. Welcome to our industry, the auction industry, and we love you very much. Thank you.
Hold on just a second. Ladies and gentlemen, who'd like to hear Vicky sell an item? Huh? What? Huh?
Like I said, Paul, I love this industry, but that's one thing I'm not going to do.
I've tried, you betcha, I've tried for 16, 17 years, and, you know, not only that, but anyway, ladies and gentlemen, you probably might have noticed, she gave me the woman look, and what I call the woman look is when a woman looks over at you, and she kind of ducks her head and looks over her eyebrows, it's kind of like, you're disgusting, and you know it, and I know it, so don't ask me again. Anyway, the next auctioneer I'd like to ask to come up is a gentleman that heads out our bilingual auctioneering program. He did live in Minneapolis. Now he hails from Orlando, Florida. Colonel Angelo Lopez from Orlando. Angelo.
Thank you, Paul. Well, I'd like to thank every single one of you here once again, ladies and gentlemen, because as an instructor, I love coming here. And the reason why I love coming here is because it takes me back and refreshes my spirit, refreshes my soul, and brings me back to when I was sitting in those chairs, and just keeps me lifted up. And I just want to thank every single one of you that has helped me get lifted up this week. I appreciate those that took the challenge to come to the bilingual course. Thank you very much for taking that challenge and working with me and being patient with me. I just want to say thank you and help others. If anything you hear about is help others. Let your little light shine. The little light that God gave me to help you, share with others also. I mean, some of you that bought the CD, take that CD once you finish with it and mastered it, share it with your grandchildren, share it with your children, and let them also start learning how to auction, and make sure you send them to the Worldwide College of Auctioneering. All right? Make sure you send them to the Worldwide College of Auctioneering. I just want to thank you once again. God bless every single one of you, and I know you're going to do great in the auction industry. Thank you, and God bless.
Okay, we will be getting started with, is that your water? Is the bottle yours?
The bottle is mine.
Okay, then that'll be Vicky's.
Vicky's, yeah.
Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to call each and every one of the graduates up, and we will present their diploma, and then also you can have an opportunity to say whatever you want to say, and at that time, et cetera, et cetera. First auctioneer, Brian Zwerneman. That was all right, wasn't it? My golly, mister, you're looking pretty dapper here this morning, I'll tell you. Anyway, Brian was the first auctioneer that came to auctioneer school last week. He was the first one that was in, and so we had an opportunity to visit a little bit, and you really worked hard this week. And you did a good job, and it wasn't easy for you, but you got it done, and you did a nice job. Brian, on behalf of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering, congratulations, Colonel.
Well, it was a lot of hard work. It was about like coming out of boot camp for the brain. I don't know if I could have done 8 or 10 weeks for of this, but anyhow, thank you everybody that helped me as well. Thank you and Don and Angelo. Thanks, Paul.
Well done. Well done. Vicky will present the Worldwide Pin. And you know, ladies and gentlemen, it's traditional when Vicky gives you that pin that we usually know your blood type from then on. So, Oliver Zubrick, come on down here, main auctioneer. Now you know that I am not going to present this diploma until Emily Tilton comes up here. Folks that are listening in or folks that are here, the class will know. When on the first morning, we ask at graduation or at orientation, what brought you to Worldwide? And people say, well, you know, sometimes they're smart and they say, an '89 Ford pickup or something, you know. But anyway, said, well, my father was an auctioneer, my mother was an auctioneer. I've always wanted to be auctioneer. And Oliver just smiled. He had the biggest smile on his face. Well, he said a girl. And this is Emily Tilton. So Emily is a 2011 graduate and a wonderful lady. And so, Emily, I'd like to ask you to do me a favor, if you don't mind. Will you present your boyfriend with this diploma from Worldwide College of Auctioneering?
Oliver, I present you with your diploma. Is that what we're... Certificate?
No, hold on.
On behalf of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering, congratulations, Colonel.
All right.
How'd I do?
I think you did wonderful.
Okay, good.
Hold on, stay here. Stay here. Emily, for two reasons, stay here. One is Oliver, I want Oliver to say a few words, and all the other young single guys down there, they want you to just stand up here so they can look at that smile.
Thanks, Paul. I guess all I can really say is thank you all my classmates, all the instructors, people who put this together. It was incredible. The support from everyone was awesome. I mean, Saturday night, I was kind of like, whoa, I am in over my head. And then I went up and I looked like a fool, of course, but no one made me feel like a fool. Everyone was really kind and really good people. So I'd like to thank you all for your support, and I wish you all the best of luck. And if you ever hear of an auction in Maine, feel free to give me a ring and I'll do it for you.
Hold on just a second. Before you go, Emily, you sure have a really decent young man for a boyfriend. And we knew that you had a wonderful young lady as a girlfriend 5 years ago. We didn't know she was your girlfriend, but wonderful, wonderful young folks. Well done. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, Nolan Weir, please. Come on down here. How you doing, son? Pretty good. Anyway, class, do you like Nolan? He's 18 years old. He's mature beyond his years. You just never missed a beat. There was no one in class that was more prepared every time they got up here than you were, and you're only 18 years old. And you got a big, big future ahead of you. And I'll say this, that ladies and gentlemen, we might be looking at a future world champion auctioneer. Do you think that? Is she? Well, I'd like to ask all the family members to come up before I present this diploma, young man. Well, look at all those good folks out here. Oh, man. Will you introduce them, Nolan?
Well, my Aunt Jill's filming in the back, and my grandpa Bob Weir, my dad Nick Weir, and my mom Shauna Clark, and my sister Jolie Weir. So.
This is your mom, and that's your dad, and this is your sister. Is he nice to you?
Sometimes.
Anyway, folks, you sure raised a good boy. Really raised a good boy. Grandpa, we never had one problem, one issue with anybody, but this young man is absolutely 100% in every way. Do you have any remarks before let me present this diploma first, then you can. Nolan, on behalf of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering, congratulations, Colonel.
Well, it was nice to meet everybody, made some connections. So thank you, everybody.
Well done. You're welcome. You raised a fine young man there. And we'll see if he'll be nicer to you from now on there, young lady. I know he's nice to you. Caleb Way from Kenyon, Minnesota, come on down here. How you doing? Good. Good to see you. This young man came to school, and it wasn't easy for him to get up. You wouldn't open your mouth, would you? And then I stayed with it. And anyway, you're going back to a fine auction company and marrying auction company, and you were a delight to have in school. Caleb, on behalf of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering, congratulations, Colonel.
Thank you, Paul. You know, it's been a really fun week. It's good that they get you so far out of your comfort zone and force you to get up here. And but overall, it's been a really fun week. It's really nice to meet as many people as I did, and I look forward to it. Thank you.
Well said. Well said. Jeffrey Wagner from Gully, Minnesota.
Just a shout out to my wife Holly, who's watching. Just to my wife Holly, who's watching.
Holly, he'll be home before very long. Jeff, on behalf of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering, congratulations. Jeff's used to hard work. He's a farmer. He works from daylight to after dark. And this was not as hard as farming, but you did a great job. Well done.
Thank you, Paul. I'd like to thank the classmates for the help you guys had gave me, and I'd like to thank Vicky and Don and Paul, and thank all the instructors. It's been a roller coaster week. So thank you very much.
Freddie Silvera from California Auctioneer. Ready? Hey folks, I think we all agree he's a benefit fundraising template auctioneer, isn't he? You're gonna see Freddie, you know, at the Forum in L.A. or something, selling for Magic Johnson or something someday. And I really, truly do believe that. You got all the potential in the world. Freddie, on behalf of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering, congratulations, Colonel.
I just wanted to thank Paul, Vicky, Dawn, Sarah, the instructors, the classmates. Thank you. The credit is to you guys, because I came in with a background in speaking, but not in auctioneering, and you guys really helped me. I just hope that we can all just go out and make a difference. And to sum up Joe Nichols' talk yesterday, I would say that there's a famous quote that I'd leave us with, and it's by Randy Posh, who wrote the last lecture. It's not about how to achieve your dreams, it's about how to live your life. If you live your life the right way, the karma will take care of itself, and the dreams will come to you. Thank you, Paul.
Well said. Well said. Connor Sewell, Chillicothe, Missouri. Will you introduce those? There's some folks back there that are just smiling to beat the man back there. There's some proud people. I don't know why. Will you introduce them and ask them to come up?
My grandpa Lonnie and my grandma Arlene, will you come up here, please?
Yeah, folks, and if we call you up, and you're taking pictures or something, just hand the camera to somebody. Somebody will get it. Hey, Grandma. Hello. How you doing? You guys come all the way from Chillicothe? Yeah, good to see you. Thank you. How you doing? Yeah, your other grandpa was. You are. Yes. You're an auctioneer.
Yes, 1978.
Tell. I knew that. Tell us about that.
Come here in March of 1978. I was 26 years old. This is our 40th year and our first grandson to come through. We've got 2 sons that's been through the auction school here, and Kyler is our grandson coming through, so we're real proud of him.
Well done. Well, folks, do you think Grandpa should present this to his grandson? Grandpa, come on over here. There you go.
Kyler, I know you've worked hard, and because when I came here, they worked you hard. So I'm sure you've earned this. Congratulations, graduate of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering. Congratulations, Colonel. That makes it official.
All I can say is thank you to the instructors and my classmates. They stuck with me. I had no idea what I was doing when I got here. You know, I couldn't count by 5s to 10 if you spotted me the 5 when I got here, and now I can kind of chant. But thank you, everyone. Appreciate it.
Well done. Go ahead. Ladies and gentlemen, next auctioneer is Quinn Rut. Please come on down here from Minden, Nebraska. How you doing? Class, I think that we all agree Quinn came a long way, didn't he? And you worked hard. You got a great personality, and you know that. And yeah, sometimes. Are they listening at home?
I believe so.
All right. Well, Rut family, you got a great son, and he did a great job. Quinn, on behalf of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering, congratulations, Colonel.
Thank you. No, I mean, it goes to all you guys. You know, thank you very much, and you've helped me a lot this week, and it's been up and down, but mostly ups, and hopefully it keeps going up from here. So thank you guys very much.
Well done. Auctioneer from King George, Virginia. You came a long way, haven't you? Are you going home today?
Yes.
Are you? 2:30. Anyway, there's a lot of great auctioneers in Virginia, as you well know, and we heard one of the very best yesterday. John Nichols was here, past president of the National Auctioneers Association, and his dad, Charles. So you're going right back into the hotbed of tremendous auctioneers. Colder, and on behalf of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering, congratulations, Colonel.
Thank you, sir. With luck, hopefully I'll be working with the Nichols family in the near future.
Is that what you want to do?
Well, that's one of the options.
Wow. Great option.
They're right over there in Fredericksburg. I would like to thank my friends and family, both here and at home and across the countries. Sorry, I'm still horrible at public speaking. But to all those friends here with me today, and those who witnessed me start from rock bottom to get where I am today, thank you.
Well done. Well done. Ladies and gentlemen, a Canadian that now lives in Anchorage, Alaska, Jake Patterson, please come on down here. Now, Jake, I have not said this all week. You've got the best sense of humor, doesn't he? And also, you know, we don't have most improved student or best student or anything like that. But if we had an award for student or classmate with the best head of hair, I think that you would win it hands down. That's a shock. Is that a wig? No. Oh, okay. Is that, well, anyway, Jake Patterson, on behalf of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering, congratulations, Colonel. Your native country of Canada is proud of you, and now your adopted state of Alaska is too.
Thank you, Paul. And you know, as I said, we had our public auction there yesterday, 2 days ago. I apologize, but you know, I said in that I could have never gotten up in front of you, especially like today, and spoken. And I thank you very much, Paul, because you really do. You force us to get out of our comfort zone. And I grew up playing hockey, and that's the only way you get better at hockey, and that's the only way you get better at public speaking, is getting out of your comfort zone. And you guys do that very well, and it is a very professional, and this is an amazing organization. You have done a good job. I appreciate it, everything.
Well, I appreciate you saying that, but you know, they say it takes a village to raise a child, and it takes a whole bunch of ingredients for this school, and I'm just one. Yep. Vicky's one, Angela's one. Thank you for saying that. It's very nice of you. There's a couple from Sauk Rapids, Minnesota. I'd like them to come up together if they will. Lori and Lance Myers. Before I present this diploma, I'd like to say something about both of these good people. You know, first of all, on a personal level, these good folks, they left 4 small children at home with grandma, and well, if home is still there, or if grandma's still there, you might just get home and grandma's gone. But anyway, one time I was visiting with Lori, and I asked her if why she's here, and she said, "I want to make a better life for our family, and I want to help people." What a goal! And her good husband Lance, and I guess it was probably your idea, and you kind of enlisted Lori to come with you. This is a family business. Couples and families thrive in the auction profession. I'd also like to mention your aunt Colleen and actually both their aunts, because Colleen claims them both, and Gary, they might be listening in this morning. But anyway, Lori, I'm going to present your diploma first. And more than anybody in class, and when I said you had the look of terror in your eyes that first day, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that, because we all start someplace. And then Lori just kept working and working and working. And class, hasn't she done a wonderful job this week? Lori, on behalf of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering, congratulations, Colonel. Let me present Lance. Come on over, Lance. You're responsible for this, and you'll be responsible for the success and starting the success. You're a great guy. You got a great heart, and you did an excellent job. And Lance, on behalf of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering, congratulations, Colonel.
Thank you very much. I know Paul keeps talking about Lori's fear in her eyes. You should have seen the look she gave me last summer when I said, "I'm going to auction school." Then when I said, "I think you should come with," that was a look. That was something, let me tell you. And I think she never really believed that she was going to come. Like, it was November, and she's like, "Did you call Vicky and sign us up?" And I'm like, "No, I talked to her. I got to pay and everything, you know." And she asked me in December, and then I came out. We were in Florida, and I said, "Well, we're going. I'm paid. It's paid. We have to go." And the look she had again was a little bit of fear. But I'm probably more proud of her than anything. She did step out of her comfort zone. She did fantastic. And yes, Grandma is not at the house. She didn't survive the week. Grandpa had to fill in now. So yeah, we'll see if the house is there when we get back. But again, I mean, Vicky, Paul, Angelo, Don, everyone, I mean, all you guys, it was great. I mean, lifelong friends, wish you all the best. If you're ever in central Minnesota, and I mean it, anyone is always welcome at our house. Stop by, say hi. Love to chit chat. So I'll let Lori say a few words, but everyone safe travels and good luck.
I did it. Yeah. I just want to say, I mean, there was a ton of knowledge this week about auctioneering, obviously, but one thing about this school is they constantly are teaching you about integrity and being just a great person, and every single instructor all week long represented that very well. So I mean, what I gained from that alone was absolutely worth being here. So I look forward to see what the future brings, I guess, and what my husband's next idea is. So thank you all for your support. I truly appreciate it. I couldn't have done it without you.
Well said. Aaron Miller, come on down here from Royalton. Yeah. How you doing?
I'm good.
Isn't he a great guy? Huh? I'm going to wait for just a minute. You know, Aaron added a lot. That's that. That pretty girl is either smiling at me or you, and I don't think she's smiling at me. Hi, Nancy. Good to see you. You too. Anyway, Aaron is just tops in everything. He always had a smile on his face, always had something fun and encouraging and so on. And Aaron, I'm going to ask, you know, you're a part of the United States Army. Is that correct? And I'm going to ask another member of the United States Army, retired now, Angelo Lopez, who was with the famed 82nd Airborne. He jumped out of a perfectly good airplane 77 times, ladies and gentlemen, to come up and present this diploma. You Army guys, I know, stick together. Us Marines are not allowed to give an Army man a diploma.
Aaron, on behalf of the World College of Auctioneering, congratulations with this diploma. Thank you. Congratulations, Colonel, for this diploma.
Boy, it's weird going from a staff sergeant to a just like that. But, you know, Paul said there's...
Folks, Nancy thinks she's going to be sitting down. No way.
Paul said that, you know, two biggest fears is public speaking and death. And, you know, they go into some pretty extensive ways to get you out of your comfort zone, and I've been in boards and everything else. Last night I experienced something that I've never experienced, and that I could feel my heart pound in my back and my neck. I've never been in that situation. I didn't know my heart could do that, but thank you very much, and thank you to all of you and the staff. Thank you so much.
Well done. Well done. Jalen Mathis from down in Austin, Texas. There you are, my friend. Can you believe Jalen's only 19 years old? Huh? You're mature beyond your years. You know, yesterday, Jalen gave me his phone, and we called Joe Don Poe. Joe Don Poe was a 1988 world champion livestock auctioneer from Sulphur Spring, Texas. We competed against each other several times, and I never beat him. That's what ticks me off about him, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, he's a great guy. He's a great auctioneer, and this young man works together with him, and he wants to be a cattle auctioneer, and that's what I wanted to be when I was coming through auctioneer school too. But you learned a lot of other things this week, didn't you? Yes. And you want to do some other things, I understand, too. Jalen, you're a wonderful young man, I should say. You're not a lad. On behalf of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering, congratulations, Colonel.
I'm just thankful for being here, and I'm thankful for all your support and encouragement. I'm very proud of all of you, and if I could help you in any way, just let me know.
Well done. Hey, before you go, folks, you know, the other day I said if you look at Webster's Dictionary and look at the word integrity, Jack Hines' picture might be there. If you look at the word humility, this young man's picture might be there, wouldn't it? You're a real humble guy and a decent man. Thank you. Well done. Christy Lahoff, come on down here. Another Chillicothe, Missouri. You know, Christy comes with, she was the most educated person in our class, wasn't she, class? She is within a fingernail of getting it. Well, you have the same equivalent as a PhD, and that's no small thing. And anyway, even though you're highly educated, I know this week sometimes you were just really working and doing a great job. I've said about Christy several times, I've said it to her and other people, with her personality and her engaging way with folks, she is a sure success. And I think you know that. You can accomplish this very, very well. Christy, on behalf of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering, congratulations, Colonel.
Well, first of all, I couldn't do without the support of my family at home. Thank you. Yeah, no degree, it doesn't matter what degree you have. It's what you utilize, what you take out of this world. Sorry. You know, I know you guys think that I was very composed all week. Well, let me tell you, I was not. Obviously. No, I'm good.
Women always have hold on, just a second. Men just go like this, but women always have cleaning.
Anyway, from the bottom of my heart, I truly want to thank you. I stepped way out of my comfort zone this week. The support that you all gave was tremendous, and I just want to thank you. And if you guys ever need anything, just give me a holler. If you need just some support that, hey, I can't do this, trust me, you can. Thank you.
Hey, folks, anyway, I want to give everybody a little advice. Christy has 2 children and a husband back in Chillicothe, Missouri. And could you tell us their name, and also, you don't have to tell your husband's age, but the little one's age?
Yep, Clint's at home, and then we have 2 wonderful children. Farrah is 7, and Lucas is 5.
And my advice to all you folks that are sitting here is when this graduation, when I say you're dismissed, or Vicky says you're dismissed, don't get to that door, because Christy is going to that car, and I just leave your car in the parking lot for a while, because she is going to be squealing out of that parking lot and out of here. Go home to those little ones. Ladies and gentlemen, there is an auctioneer here that's next, and she is from a town called Letts, Iowa, and her name is Lydia Lamp. Come on down here, Lydia Lamp. Come on over here, young lady. How you doing? Good. Now, you know by now, you've been listening, you're smart. You're not even going to get this diploma until you ask all your family to come up.
Yes, I got my dad, Russ Lamp, and my mom, Heather. I've got my sister, Emma, over here. And then I've got my great aunt, Sally, and my 2 grandparents, Jerry and Marcia.
So here comes Grandpa and Grandma. And Emily, how are you doing? Emma? Ladies and gentlemen, Emma did her part for the family. She drew 2 family members' names out of the giveaway the other night. So, and Sally, where's Sally at? Sally has the distinction of buying the highest price gavel the other night, everybody, and then threatening anybody else that was bidding against her with her eyes looking at it. Anyway, you're a wonderful, wonderful family. And, you know, Lydia, I'm going to ask your dad to present the diploma to you in just a minute. But anyway, we all know Lydia has some health challenges. Is it 27th of March? She is going to go for a operation, and a major operation, and I want you to know, Lydia, that I speak for all the class members and everybody in this room and everybody that's out there in auctioneer world, that we're going to be in that room with you, and we're going to be praying for you, and we're going to be pulling for you, and we're going to be right there. And I think Vicky wants to say something too for this graduate. she
Only that you have been a delight this week, Lydia, and we are praying for you and hoping the very best, and we will be there with you. and we'll be happy to hear when everything's done and it's gone well. Okay? Love you.
Should we ask Dad to present this diploma, everybody?
Okay. Thank you, Paul. On behalf of Paul and Vicky and the Worldwide College of Auctioneering, here's your diploma, Lydia Lamp, Colonel.
Thanks, Dad. This has been an honor to be here. I actually got I knew I was always wanting to come here. I got this as a Christmas gift this past Christmas from my dad, and I was really happy for that. And he was itching to pushing my sister to come, but she wouldn't. She wouldn't want to go yet. But her time will come if she wants to ever do it, and I know he'll be there for her too, and all that. Thanks, Dad.
Thank you.
Oh, here you go, Lydia. Okay, next auctioneer is a young man from down in Oskaloosa, Kansas. And he is not only going to be a colonel, he's a second or third generation auctioneer. He's won the tallest class member, a whole ball of wax. And I'd like to ask his dad, Jay, to come up, and Kim, if you will, please. Okay, that's... Anyway, I'm going to ask your dad to present this diploma to you in just a minute. Hunter come in with a lot of skills from the standpoint of knowing about the auction profession, because he learned it from this man right here. Also, Jay's twin brother Jim, and also their brother Ron. These boys, three boys, have known them a long time. Their dad and mom, your grandpa and grandma, run the Syracuse, Kansas sale barn. They know what work is. They know what cleaning pins is, pin back cattle. They know the whole ball of wax, running a bobcat until dark at night, and so on. So you come from a generation after generation of hard workers. And anyway, you did a great job this week. And it was kind of interesting to me that even though he learned firsthand, just absolute, you heard Jay sell before, he's a world-class auctioneer. You learned a lot of other things this week too, didn't you? Well, Jay, I'd like you to maybe make a couple comments and then present this diploma, if you will, Colonel.
Wow, is all I can say. And as Angelo said, being here again has rekindled my spirit. This is incredible. This is like a dream. I did not expect to present my son, to call him a colonel. I never thought he'd be here. Good job, son. On behalf of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering, Vicky and Paul, and the staff, I want to present this certificate to you. Colonel, congratulations. Good job. Get your pen. Paul, thank you. Great, great organization. Paul Barrett, thank you.
Hey, Hunter. Don't even go over there. Hold on, Jay. Stay up here. Kim, stay up here. Yeah. Anyway, Hunter not only got a diploma, he was on the first man that I called on if we needed any classmate body slammed or anything like that. So.
Well, guys, coming into this, I didn't really know what to think. Like he said, I learned firsthand, and I was a little bit set in my ways, and a little bit set in the things that I did. But I came at it with an open mind, and I had a lot of different instructors. Changed a lot of things in my chant and the way I do things, and not even as being an auctioneer, being a person. I learned a lot about being a person while I was here, and I had a great class. Great class. Nobody ever shamed anybody. Everybody had their issues when they started, and we all worked through them, and we all got better. And it was just very impressive to see everybody support everybody like that. Thank you. Thank all of you.
Well done. Thank you, Paul. You betcha. Mike Keefe, come on down here from Lakeville, Minnesota. Hey, class, isn't Mike a great guy? Anyway, Mike, I'd like to say about you, and I've said this several times, and I mean it from the bottom of my heart, and I appreciate, I know you said you were a police officer for 26 years. I'm surprised we didn't know each other before somewhere or another, but anyway, I'm not going to go into that. And in the Air Force before that. And interestingly enough, you're a police officer. You kept us safe for many years, and that's no small thing. You're a real decent guy, and it was fun that you were in class, and you always had a kind thing to say and so on. And I know in your line of work that you've seen a lot of stuff, and maybe you've seen some of us, like Angela or I in the past, or someone. But Mike, on behalf of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering, congratulations, Colonel. You did a great job, and we really, really were happy that you were here. You added a lot to the class. Thank you, sir. Yes, sir.
Before I left here, I told the class how I would practice, and the teacher's daughter would run me out because they didn't want to hear it anymore. So they sent me to the garage, and I went to the garage, and then the dog ran me out. He'd start howling. Well, the last thing my wife told me before I left, and those of you who are married, you know, whenever you need a piece of humble pie, your spouse is always there to give it to you with whipped cream. And my wife told me, and so I did a chant for her before I left, and she kind of looked at me and she said, just remember something. You're not a cop anymore. Take it down a notch and don't chant like you're ordering someone out of a car at gunpoint. And I've probably been guilty of that a few times this week. But on a real serious note, the class was so professional, everything, all the instructors, and it's kind of difficult for me to even call Paul. To me, he's Mr. Bear because of my military experience and the police department. I have the deepest admiration and respect for him, and I guess I don't know what else I can say, but what a phenomenal school. And in the Bible, they talk about the salt of the earth being the real followers and the real good people. And Mr. Bear, you're the salt of the earth. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you. Folks, also, this is a big day for me. And you want to know why? I'm 67 years old. It's the first time I ever got a hug from a cop. I can tell you that. Mike, what does COP stand for?
Constable on patrol.
All right. Thank you, Mike. Taylor Jessup from South Dakota, come on down here. How you doing, my friend? Good. You heading back to South Dakota today?
I am.
Are you? We're all going to be getting out of here, aren't we, this morning? Taylor, on behalf of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering, congratulations. You always had a smile and a nice way about you, and you added a lot to the class, and we appreciate it.
Thanks, Paul. Yeah, I don't know too much what to say other than it was just an absolutely phenomenal week. I think I came in here expecting to learn a lot about how to be an auctioneer and do a chant and just feel like it just changed my life a whole bunch. And I'm just super grateful for that. So thank you to all my classmates. I'm excited to see where you guys go and end up and all the ways that you end up helping out people. And I hope that we all take John's word from yesterday and just remember it's not about us. You know, it's about helping others, and we get the opportunity to do that. So thanks for making that a reality, Paul. Appreciate it.
Well done. Thank you. Randy Hushka from Hope, North Dakota. Come on down here. How you doing, Randy? Good to see you. As you well know, Randy's a rancher, and calves out 500 or 600 cows up in North Dakota. Tony Heinze and wife Barbara, if you're listening in this morning, hello from your friend up there in North Dakota. And anyway, I want to thank you for singing the national anthem the other night, and I want to thank Krista for humming along while Randy was singing the national anthem and with her microphone over here. Anyway, you're a great guy. Oh, ouch. He also is a rancher. He's like a vice grip when you shake his hand. Randy, on behalf of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering, I've got baby butt hands, ladies and gentlemen. I don't have rancher hands. On behalf of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering, congratulations, Colonel.
Thank you. It's been an awesome week, guys. I'm so happy to meet every one of you, and I hope our careers keep going, and everybody drive safe, and God bless everyone. Thank you.
Well done, Colonel. Greg Hermstead, come on down here, Wub, Iowa. No way she'll come up here. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to present this diploma. Carly, would you please come up? And now, Greg, this is Carly, is that right? And this is your girlfriend, is that right? Fiance. There's a difference there. And when is the wedding again? I forgot.
8/18/18.
8/18/18, and we've all circled the calendar, haven't we, folks? Right there. And do you have enough room? I mean, we're not going to rent motels. We're going to stay at your house. Okay. Anyway, Carly, you got a great, great fiance, and you've got a great fiance too. And on behalf of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering, congratulations, Colonel. You're a great guy. You did an excellent job.
Thanks. Well, I have a kind of a funny story to tell, I guess. When Carly came over on Friday, I guess, for the student auction, I went down in the morning, got a key for her, put her name on it, and that way, because I thought we'd still be in class, so I wanted to make sure she could get to the room, and put her name on it. It was Carly. Well, at the front desk, they got a mix-up, and they put Destiny on it. So, wow. Yeah. So when I got back to the room on break, I was happy to see her, like, oh, hi, and she was, who the blankety blank blank is Destiny? And I was just as confused, and I was like, oh my gosh. So yeah, they just accidentally put the wrong name on there, and so that was an experience there for a while.
And Carly, I just want you to know that it was purely an accident and a mix-up, and Destiny just left the room here about the...
And that is a true story. That was, man. So that's kind of our running joke lately is, but thank everybody. I mean, what an amazing class, and it's Worldwide College of Auctioneering, but it's really a world-class operation. It really is. So thank you, everybody. And if you're ever in Northwest Iowa, stop on by and stay the night, whatever you have to do. So I'll kick Destiny out too. So.
Well done. Good to see you. Andrew and Thomas, come on down here, please. Father, son. Is Mom's here this morning. Mom? Oh, I know she. No, Mom doesn't want to come up, everybody. What do you think? Oh. Around here, we just give everybody a choice to either come up or not come up, or to come up again. Well, anyway, do you mind if I present Thomas his first? This young man is 15 years old, and he came with Dad. And, you know, may I say, Thomas, I'm going to call you Thomas. I know you said call me Tom or Thomas. But, you know, interestingly enough, this kid came out of your shell this week, and you were always there. You're always thinking. Something else that was really interesting in the written test yesterday, you were the first one done with the written test, so you've got to have a lot of gray matter. Is he smart? I mean, because ladies and gentlemen, it's probably one of the toughest tests any of the buddy is. For you folks out there, never land. Anyway, you did a really, really good job. You're a fine young man. And may I say, before I present this, when we're little kids, when little kids always want to be with their dad or ma, then there comes a time when Dad and Mom wants to be in your life more and be one. And I know that your dad probably had one of the best weeks of his life to be able to have lunch and dinner and talk at night and stuff like that. And so, Thomas, on behalf of the Worldwide, wait a minute. I think I'll just have Dad do this. You don't want to do it? Thomas, on behalf of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering, congratulations, Colonel. Well done. And Dad, well, you made a minute. I want to present yours, and you can both have a go at it.
I'd like to have Angelo do it. I'm retired Army National Guard.
You are? Get over here, Angelo. All these Army guys, I want to tell you, we've created a monster. You're retired Army National Guard. Is that okay?
That's okay. I'll go for that. Andrew, on behalf of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering, you have earned. Congratulations, Colonel. Colonel, you're very welcome, sir. Thank you.
Well, I'd like to thank my family and friends back home. My wife, Carrie, she was really the lady that kept the glue, that held this whole thing together for the last 9 days or 8 days. So I'd really like to thank her. I'd like to thank my family and friends back home. The cadre you got here, Paul, is just amazing. Every one of your instructors was professional and courteous, and they gave us 110% every day. So I was really, really happy to be here. I have a new joke for you. I know you come out every morning with a new joke. Okay, a horse walks into a bar. The bartender says, "Why the long face?"
I wish Jill Marie was here to help Vicky with that one. Well done. Congratulations.
I'd like to thank all the students here and the instructors for all the help and the support. Thank you, guys.
Good job, Thomas. Okay, Justin Idle, come on down here from Greenfield, Iowa. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
You know you're not going to get this diploma until they introduce him and ask him to come up.
My parents and grandparents come up if they want to. I've got my parents. Get up here.
Come on, Grandpa. Come on, you guys. Hey, how about that? Right there.
This is my mother, Becky, and my father, Doug, my grandmother, Marilyn, and my grandfather, Wes.
Wow, what a nice family. Well done. Well, I can tell you, Justin did a great job. You raised a fine, fine son, folks, and he did an excellent, excellent job this week. He worked hard, and he was always on task. You never missed a beat. Justin, on behalf of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering, congratulations, Colonel.
I'd just like to thank everybody. It's been a fantastic week. I've made a lot of good friends, and we all worked hard, and I just proud of the way everybody was just so upbeat on a moment's notice and would answer any questions. It's just been fantastic, and thank you all.
Well done. Folks, I have the best seat in the house, so I always say that, and when Justin was saying that, Mom's eyes glistened up. She's so proud of you. You got a good mom, Dad, and Grandma and Grandpa. Good job. Thanks, folks, for being here. We appreciate it. Ladies and gentlemen, a gentleman that hails from the great country of Canada, who's been very successful. That's all I'm going to say about that. Ken Friesen, come on down here. Buddy, you have all the ingredients, and you know that. You got a real smart guy. You are got a great personality. You got a big smile. You're smart. You have all the ingredients. But the most ingredient that you have is your heart. You know, sometimes you just kind of cast that off like I'm going to do something, but I don't want to be recognized. Folks, this auctioneer paid for all the NAA memberships for the young students under 20 years old, and he's asked Vicky to fund a student from now, I guess sometime next year, whatever, and maybe from now on, one a year to come to auctioneer school. You certainly give back. Ken, on behalf of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering, congratulations. You're a real decent guy.
Thanks, Paul. Well, I've met a lot of new friends here today, new young friends, and a bunch new older friends, like my buddy Randy in the back. And it's an honor to be part of this. I've always wanted to do this my whole life. I'm kind of have some great people back home looking after businesses, so that enabled me to do this. And I want to thank them, and I think my mom and dad are home calving my cows right now. And it's been fantastic. New friends, and let's keep in touch. I know we all say we're going to keep in touch. Let's do it. So all of you are welcome to Columbia. I'd be happy to host you up there. You can stay at my house. My children are all grown up, and we've got some empty rooms. So it's Paul and Vicky and Dawn. I went to the men's room for a minute, and Dawn's just came in for a. I wasn't going to do this. I would be like, Kirsty, I don't know, something about us old married people. But Dawn is so proud of all of us. She's grinning back there at the back table, ear to ear. So thanks, Dawn.
Well said. And hey, Ken, may I say, folks, you know, Dawn is supportive of a lot of students, and if you want to see Dawn, just head for the men's room, and she'll be in there. She kind of hangs around down in there for some reason. Craig Fawcett, Oskaloosa, Iowa. It had to be said. It just had to be said. Anyway, Craig, I called Craig one of the class leaders, and he had a meeting the other night with just the class, and the outcome was, I thought, pretty darn good, and so on. And so, you know, I know that you've had a lot of life experiences in a lot of different areas. You're really a sharp guy. Craig, on behalf of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering, congratulations, Colonel.
Thank you, Colonel. I don't really have anything to say. You guys know better than that. Hey, it has been an honor, and not only that, but a blessing to be with each and every one of you. And my family couldn't be here today. However, I would like to say, honey, I'll be home just right after this. Love you very much. And my children and my grandchildren. And Paul, I got a picture my daughter sent me the other day. You know, I say I have 8.5 grandchildren. We finally had an ultrasound, and so I got to see a picture. We don't know what it is, though. A baby. We know that. She won't tell me, boy, I say, girl, we need another granddaughter. With that said, folks, I want to honor God with everything that I do in my life. And I know you do too. I've heard testimonies from each and every one of you. So what I like to do when I get up and speak in front of everyone, I do get nervous. And you guys know I've been out of my comfort zone this week. But I kind of take a deep breath, and I picture what the Father looks like. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to honor you in everything I do. And I know when I do that, I'm serving people too. Okay? Thank you, Colonel. Appreciate it.
Well done. Well done, well said. Adam Eagan from Kenyon, Minnesota. Comes Adam, you're heading back to Kenyon this morning, I'm sure. Adam's mom is Michelle, and Matt is his dad, and he's going back to an auction business that is just second to none, and we talked about that the other night, and your mom, sure tickled your mom came down. It's been years since I've seen her or had interaction with her. Adam, on behalf of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering, congratulations, Colonel. Well done.
Just want to say thank you to all the classmates and the instructors and Paul and Vicky and Don and everybody else. Definitely didn't think I was going to be here, I'm not going to lie, but I'm glad I did come, so thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next graduate is a man that hails, an auctioneer that hails from Northern Ireland. Come on down. Come on down, Paul Cook. Paul is going to graduate today, and he's going to get on an airplane. I call them blowers. Going to get on a blower and head for Orlando, Florida, for the Ritchie Brothers auction tomorrow, and starting tomorrow for about 6 days. or you can stay up here because we're due to get bitter cold and snow. So anyway, you're welcome to stay here if you want to. Paul, say hello to my friend Dennis Barrett, if you will, and hold on for just a second. Where's Ken at again? Ken, right there. Would you say hello to Donnie and Peter Raffin for me? Yes, sir. I was going to say that when I was up here. But Paul, on behalf of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering, congratulations, Colonel. You did a great job, and good luck in your future.
Thank you very much. No, I just want to say to Paul, Vicky, and Dawn, it's been a fantastically organized week. I'm sure everybody can agree with that. I'm going to miss, I'm not going to say something I should probably now, but I'm trying to say everything I can think of. Firstly, I want to thank, as you said, Dennis Barrett. He is the reason I'm here. He recommended me to come here. He pushed me to come here. I could say he could advise me to come here, and I hope I'm going to leave here and also bring what I have learned here to somebody else and make their life better because they've came here as well. I want to also say from the bottom of my heart, the class, I know everybody else has said it, but I can really, really say it. The class has been so accepting of me. They've helped me. They've done things for me. I really appreciate it so much, and I'm saying that from the bottom of my heart. It's been just a fantastic experience this week, and I mean it. If any of you are coming to Ireland, I really mean it. Do make in contact with me. It's great to meet like-minded people, and it'd be just fantastic if any of you are planning in the future to come to Ireland. Please make contact with me. I'd really love to see you. So I know I've probably missed something that I should have said, but once again, thank you to you all, and thank you very much for a great week, and thank you very much, Paul.
Hold on, Paul. Hold on before you go. Can you do me a favor just one more time, class? Can you do me a favor?
Not a Betty bother.
Can you say sold and hit the microphone one more time for us all?
Sold.
Josh Colbitz, come on down here, Lincoln, Missouri.
Come on up, hon. You should have known you won't be able to go with it. Marcy.
Hey, Marcy was here all week, and with Josh, and helped him, and kind of had a little time off, but still you did a lot of stuff and so on. And not many people get time off, and when you have that baby, you're going to have not any time off, not even a minute. You're a good young man, and folks, you know, people come to auction school and they represent a lot of different places. Paul represented Northern Ireland. People maybe never seen anybody from Northern Ireland. Other people represent a lot of other things. This man represents the Mennonite community. They're Mennonite folks. And I can tell you, when you go back home, you tell the folks back home that I said, and your class members said that you represented the Mennonite folks in the community very well. Well done. On behalf of Worldwide College of Auctioneering, congratulations, Colonel.
Thank you, Paul. I know I talked a little bit this morning, but I can't say enough good things about the staff here at Worldwide. 100% top-notch. Every instructor is on top of their A game. I'd like to thank Paul and Vicky for all your hard work and lining up the instructors and everything. And to say to the class, I honestly don't think I could have asked for a better group of classmates. For some of you guys, it was a struggle. But I think for myself, I could tell that there was a breaking point for everybody. About Tuesday night to Wednesday morning, all of a sudden it just seemed like the light turned on, and you turned the corner, and made tremendous strides. And I'm just excited to see the future for everybody in this class. You know, the future is very bright. You know, Paul has made sure these past 9 days, he's made sure to fill our tool belt with everything that we need. All we need to do now is go out and use the tools provided to us. And one thing that I'd just like to say is don't ever give up. You know, we have a group here, and we've been pretty close. Last night we had a good time. Lots of laughter, lots of memories were made, at least for me. Let's hold on to that, and let's remember that we've got our own support group amongst ourselves, not just ourselves, but now, like I think Paul said earlier, we're part of the auction family now. Every one of the instructors made sure that we knew if we ever have any questions or anything to call them, and Paul said that, and I really appreciate that. That was one of the reasons that I chose Worldwide, was simply because of that, all the good things that I had heard about Worldwide, and everything that I heard was true, and it went above and beyond that. Thank you, Paul.
Thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Zack Buckwalter from Lidditz, PA. Stephanie, would you come up here, please? It's your option, Stephanie. You can either come up here or you can come up here. Folks, I've said this several times, but is this young man a prototype of an auto auctioneer? He got the look, got the voice, got the smarts, and I said earlier about a livestock auctioneer. I think that you could be a world champion automobile auctioneer someday. I really, really do. You're right in the hotbed of some of the very best automobile auctioneers in the world in PA. And I want to tell you that, Zach, on behalf of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering, congratulations, Colonel. Go get them. You got all the ingredients, buddy.
Thank you, Paul, for the kind words. Thank you to Vicky, Paul, and Dawn for kind of giving us a haven to be young auctioneers and train for the future and kind of chase our dreams. It's been a dream of mine that was kind of realized this week, you know, so I'm going to be 30 this year, and it really came to fruition, and really realized that it's an attainable dream, so I appreciate it. And actually, I do. This is not planned. I just kind of go by, I wing it. But also to the classmates, you know, there's about 40 of us, and we're going in about 40 different directions here when the hammer falls on this class, so I encourage you to chase your dreams, support each other as we continue to stay in touch. It was a total undersell, the relationships that we would create here, so I appreciate that, and it'll be a piece of me forever.
Well done. Julius Bryant, come on down here, Charles City, Iowa. Are you going to go home today, Julius? It's about 30 miles. You know, it's interesting. You were telling me you live on the farm and do a lot of stuff, and they've got an excellent sale yard in Charles City, Iowa, that I think you're part of or going to be part of. And so anyway, it's kind of interesting. Some folks come a short distance, some not so short. And you stayed over because you wanted to get the full impact of school this week, and I think that you did. Julius, on behalf of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering, congratulations, Colonel.
Thank you. First off, I'd like to thank Paul and all the staff and instructors. They were top-notch, better than I ever expected. I always heard good things, but it was above and beyond. Classmates, spectacular support. Coming in, got the packet, daily dozen drills, saw the numbers on there. I'm like, I can count. I didn't know how to count. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thank you, young man. Ladies and gentlemen, there's a young auctioneer, 16 years old, from Peterstown, West Virginia, Silas Bowman. Come on down here. Silas. How you doing, young man?
Pretty good. Probably not.
Oh, they're in church. Here's another young man that's a Mennonite young man from out in West Virginia. And, you know, you, Silas, you know that I have a lot of respect for you. You're 16 years old. This kid and his family milked 70 cows night and morning. He goes out in the evening and on a cleaning crew till sometimes 2 or 3 in the morning from 8 o'clock at night and clean Shoney Big Boy and so on. You got a big work ethic, and you're just the nicest young man, and you're going to be very, very, very successful in this business just because of what you are. And to travel all the way from West Virginia at 16 years old, congratulations, you did a good job. Silas, on behalf of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering, congratulations, Colonel. What do you think, class?
I'd like to say thank you to everybody here for being supportive and getting close friends and everything. My number and contact info is on that sheet of paper they give us in that information the other night. If any of you ever come through West Virginia or want to holler at me, just go ahead and holler. Don't be afraid to. And I'd like to say thank you to Paul, Don, and Vicky, and Cassius to my amigo right here. Thank you.
Hold on just a second. Now, hold on just a second. Hold on just a second. What was the lady's name at the front? What was her name? Destiny. Now, listen, hold on just a second. I'm just thinking about something. Destiny is available now, I think, and so for be a future bride. Congratulations. Ladies and gentlemen, here's something that this man has never heard maybe before, or certainly not very many times. Last, but certainly not least, Dexter Elsberry, come on down here from Miami, Oklahoma.
Christy, you want to come up here? Okay, so anybody that's been close to me this week is probably glad that she's here so you can quit hearing about it. Since I don't want to take up much time, but I've got to say 2 or 3 things. Since I became an adult, the only focus I had was making a living, making money, and being a husband and a father, and that was it. When I left my kids on Friday, 10 days ago, 9 days ago, I bawled like a baby. I mean, I cried like I'd never cried before, and so I struck up some friendships with people I didn't think I would. Me and Ken and me and Randy went to dinner several times, and so Ken and I had went to lunch one day, and my daughter was sick, and I said, Ken, I got to call my daughter real quick and see how she's feeling. Ken said, you're not going to cry, are you? So a couple more things. Like I've told you guys where I work, I've got a really good job, and anybody that has that job doesn't leave it. So when I decided that I was going to be an auctioneer, wanted to be an auctioneer, as you can imagine, I didn't get much support. But one person that supported me from the very beginning, and I'm not just saying this because she's here, is her. If you ask her who's the best auctioneer in the world, she's going to say Dexter Elsberry. And even though I'm not, I don't mean it like that, but I'm saying she supported me from day one. And there's been 2 people back home that's been very, very supportive. I've mentioned his name several times. There's a guy named Pat Kelly. Pat Kelly, me and Pat aren't related or nothing, but Pat treats me like I'm one of his own blood. He took me under his wing, and I'm sitting in the deal, and he sends me a message. You're about to be a colonel, And he's watched me and helped me tremendously. And then there's another guy, which I haven't mentioned his name this week. His name's Greg Highsmith. Greg Highsmith's a world champion auctioneer. Mid 90s, I'd say, when he won world championship. He lives about 10, 15 miles from us. We know him pretty well. Not real well. But I seen him do a benefit auction in December. I already knew that I was going to come here. And I videoed him, because anytime I see an auctioneer I video him. I videoed him, I went home, and I sent the message to Greg, and I said, this is what a champion sounds like. I enjoyed hearing you work tonight. The only thing Greg said, and it was like 4 words, and it was so encouraging. Greg sent back, thank you, Dexter. Chase the dream. That was all he said. And those words meant more to me than he ever knew that they did. And so hopefully after this wild journey that I'm able to do this for a living and use the term, I've said it several times, put food in my belly. I want this to put food in my belly. So thanks to everybody here at Worldwide, Paul, Dawn, Vicky, and Angelo. We had a great time. So thanks to everybody, and the relationships we made, hopefully they last a lifetime. Thank you.
Hold on, stay here for just a second. Dexter, on behalf of the Worldwide College of Auctioneering, congratulations, Colonel.
Thank you.
You bet. And say hello to my friend Casey Inlow when you see him a week from Saturday and selling at that sale.
Okay,
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes the graduation portion of the diplomas. We're going to ask in just a moment for Angelo Lopez to come up, and I would imagine it will be done in about 10 minutes from now, or maybe 15 minutes from now. But we have a bilingual auctioneering program here at Worldwide College of Auctioneering, Spanish and English. Angelo Lopez has headed that out since we started, and I would like to ask him to come up and present the bilingual auctioneering diplomas.
Thank you, Paul. First of all, so you know what it says on the diploma. It says Worldwide College of Auctioneering, Mesa City, Iowa, certified bilingual auctioneer, has completed the course of study in bilingual English/Spanish auctioneering, voice and oratory, and hereby granted this diploma certification on this 18th day of February 2018 with the gold seal, and it's signed by the president of the college, Mr. Paul C. Bear. Thank you. Okay, when I call you, please, to my left, and some of you up to my right. Then afterwards, don't go nowhere. We're going to sit here and we're going to take a picture with the bilingual group, okay? Thank you very much. Dexter Elsberry. Congratulations, Colonel.
Thank you.
Silas Bowman, please. Congratulations, Silas.
Gracias.
Yes, de nada, señor. By the way, this was not an easy task. I mean, to train your mind, some of these gentlemen have never even studied Spanish. And in a day and a half, they gave themselves the challenge. And now they can actually say that they understand from 0 to 1,000,000 filler words and opening statement in Spanish, and that they can now go out and actually be bilingual auctioneers. And that's not an easy task, and I'm very proud of all of them for giving themselves the opportunity. Julius Bryant. Congratulations, Colonel. Craig A. Fawcett. Great. Congratulations. De nada, Colonel. Andrew Grolke. Congratulations, Colonel. De nada. Gracias. Taylor Jessup. Taylor, congratulations, Colonel. Michael Keefe. Go. Michael kept the class straight. No one got out of line. Here you go, Michael. Thank you, sir. Hunter Knopp. Hunter, you could always tell when he wasn't in class. I mean, first one where's Hunter? You can miss him. He's wonderful, wonderful. Thank you, Hunter. Lance Myers. Congratulations, Colonel.
Gracias.
De nada, señor. Jake Patterson. Jake. Congratulations. De nada, hombre. Coulter Rents. Congratulations, Colonel. De nada, señor. Frederick Silveria. Señor Silveria. De nada, señor. Gracias, Colonel. Oliver Zubrick. Oliver, congratulations, sir. Thank you. Thank you, Colonel. Brian Zonderman. Oh, yeah, looking dapper today, Brian. Congratulations. There you go, Colonel. Thank you. And now, can we please, we're going to go ahead and take a picture here real quick of the bilingual class. Go ahead right back here. We have it set up for you. All right, yeah. And I need someone to take my... Let's go. All right, guys, sit down. You sit down. Angela, right over here. Go ahead and fill in. Someone got to stand up. Some on the front and some in the... There you go. You're welcome. Thank you. Are you going to stand? Okay. Looks good. Looks good. Come on up here. Okay, are we ready? All right.
Heather, can you come over here and get centered a little bit more?
We'll say vendido. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Vendido! Sold! All right, okay? All right, thank you.
Wait. My camera's still.
All right.
Thank you.
Hold on a second. Hold on. Stay there. Stay there. Okay, now we're going to do one other thing, and that is, you can put that chair back. I'd like the rest of the class to come up, and Angela, I'd like you to get up if you will, please. Yes, sir. And where's Lydia at?
Lydia.
Will you sit right here? And the rest of the class come up, and you can stand in the back. We're gonna. Thank you. Just kind of get close to each other, if you will. Lydia's in the middle, and the class the other night raised $2,700 and some for Lydia, and Vicky and I would like to increase that by, I don't know, $250 or $300 or something, so that the amount you're going to receive is $3,000 total, okay? Now, folks, I also want to tell you this on this picture, that this picture is going to go on your class Facebook, but I do not want you to share it with other places. This is for Lydia, and so that we can honor her and her challenge and so on coming up. But Laura, you want to come down here? There's a spot right down there. But anyway, it's not about us. It's all about Lydia on this picture right here. Okay. Where's Lance at? We spend a lot of time together. Lance. Yes. Where's Lance? Right here. Do you mind if I stand next to your wife just for the picture?
Let Heather, yeah, let Heather get a good one.
Ready till noon. Okay.
Okay, Heather.
Okay.
Now.
Now Heather's gonna get one.
Yes. There we go.
Thank you. All right. Thank you. Yeah, in a little bit we get. For you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, bet.
Appreciate
Why don't
it.
you have those two gallons?
Thank you.
Okay, everybody, go ahead and be seated for just a second. Well, folks, every beginning has an end. Your time here at Worldwide is ending, but your beginning is you're going to start in the auctioneer profession. You're always welcome at Worldwide College of Auctioneering. We want you to certainly thank the folks back home that watched your children, did your chores, took care of the home fires and so on, because somebody did that while you were here, and I don't know who it was, but certainly they deserve a big thank you. And it's been a pleasure having you at Worldwide College of Auctioneering this week, and you're welcome here anytime. And so Worldwide College of Auctioneering, February 2018 class.
You are dismissed. I'll take it.
Hey, over here. Thank you again. Words don't express.